Scent bird, I smell good, bish. And if you want to smell good like me, you'll click down below in the description box and get 15% off of your first month subscription service to Scentbird, which is a monthly subscription service that sends you perfumes, candles, hand lotions, and makeup. So you guys get down below, check out their website, and sign up. Baby, I got so much love to give, and I want to give it all to you. I waited all day long just to hold you in my arms, and it's exactly like I thought it would be. Me loving you and you loving me. Close the door, baby. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Bondi Blue, and I am back for another Black Ink Crew review, you guys. Alright. Alright. Yeah, so I gotta make sure I have anything on my teeth because I was just eating brownies. Yes, I'm great. Alright. So now that I've done that, let's get into my notes. So the episode starts off where the last one left off with Sky and Genesis still having their moment. It's very sweet. I was very here for it. She keeps saying how I'm crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Look at you. Like, you look just like me. Like, if I was a boy, like, you would be it. Oh my God, that's crazy. I love you so much. Yeah, I love you too, Mom. I love you. We so much alike. We so much alike. That's why, that's why we don't really be liking each other like that. It was cute. It was cute. I haven't heard Genesis enough to get his voice right, so don't judge me. But yeah, they go back into the shop, and Genesis tells Dez, hey, need to talk about some shit, don't you? Like, nigga, I know what's up, okay? We done had this conversation already. Tell Mama what's going on. And he explains that back at the apartment that he lives in, he went out, came back, and his roommate was dead. Somebody had shot through the door, came in and killed him. And that's a tough situation. Like, maybe he shouldn't be going back to live there. And Sky is like, oh my God, like, what is going on? She says that, maybe you're not hanging around the right people because that don't just happen. And then Genesis jumps in and says that he needs to just listen to his people, all right? Because he don't need to be involved in nothing that ain't right. He don't need to go to jail. That ain't what he want. You don't need nobody telling you when to go to sleep, when to shit, when to eat. You don't need that in your life, okay? So make this situation right, nigga. And Sky starts crying again, and she's just like, look, I need you, okay? I need you. So I need you to straighten it the fuck up. And I was just like, it's crazy. So Donna and Jada have a kitty clicking session, but before they get into it, she tells Donna about giving Caesar ultimatum and how he chose Toki instead of her. And Jada's like, get the fuck out of here. Like, why is he always doing that to you? Because Donna is fucking crazy and ignorant and entitled, and nobody understands why. You've had nothing. How are you entitled? What is that about? Like, just the fact that you think you can tell your boss some shit like that because you've been working there doing subpar tattooing for the past, 4, maybe 3 years? Because you worked there for a minute before you was actually tattooing that well for you to be working like that. The first 2 seasons I feel like was nothing but bad tattoos and fights and fucking. You know what I'm saying? But not really any, the real work seems to have happened between last season and this season, in all honesty, because this tattoo she did this episode was visually understandable. I mean, it didn't have the best depth or shading or coloring, but I could see what it was. It wasn't a block of black, okay? So obviously she's putting in some work, and I have to say, Donna, that was one of the best tattoos I've seen you do. Good job, bitch, okay? Obviously, there's still a ways to go, but you only get there through doing it. So that's what's up. We'll get to that whole little tattoo situation. But yeah, like, of course, Jada gonna buck her head up. 2 bitches, that's wrong. 2 bitches that's fucked up in the head telling each other to continue to be dumb. Like, it's just annoying as hell. Like, blind leading the blind. Remember they used to make jokes about, this is what happens when the blind leads the blind. This is exactly one of those examples, okay? Prime example, blind leading the fucking blind. Two crazy bitches. Lord have mercy. Melody and Lalo, y'all. This episode, Melody and Lalo got all the way into it when she showed up at his shop with a white woman's wig on, and he was just very confused by that. Then she gonna ask him to use one of his tattoo machines, and he like, what's wrong with yours? And she said, well, it's not working right now. He was like, well, I'm gonna have to look and see what I got, because I don't want to give you nothing new, because you always breaking shit. I was like, oh, all right, he got an attitude. So she sits and she waits until he's done with his client, and he still hasn't given it to her. He's trying to wipe down, all of his equipment and everything. And she's like, bro, what is your fucking problem? Like, you always acting like I done did some shit to you. What is the problem? He's like, what do you mean? Look at you. Look at you. You're not the woman that you were before. You work at this shop, and what do? They don't tattoo. All they do is go to the club. What is that? I don't want my daughter raised around that. What is this? You're not the same person. Look, your equipment's not working, but your hair and your nails are done. Like, what is that about? Like, he's going off about how different she is, about how he got the business he's working in right now for the both of them. They were supposed to work together and build and have all of these things together. They were supposed to be traveling the world, living in vans and just being fucking, vegan and hobo together. And she done went and started working at the ghetto black people shop and, wearing weaves and being around niggas fighting and shit. And he just doesn't know who she is anymore. That black side. Oh, Lord. He's only known the bohemian mixed side. And now she meeting the black side. And he don't really like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel about it. Like, around nigga shit is not comfortable. Okay? Look. But anyway, she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. She's just crying, okay? And he's like, just get the fuck out of my face with this shit. So she leaves and she's in tears and she doesn't know what to do. And I just kind of feel like, oh, girl. Later on, she meets up with Kit and cries on her titties about it. And, Kit says that she's going to be there for her. But it's not looking good. She's been talking to her mom, and the conversations they have are along the lines of what are they going to do once they separate? Who's going to have the baby which days? And that is not what she wants. She wants to work on it, but she feels like she's the only one that's always taking the steps to work on it. He's never the one making those moves, and that's because he's the one that's so irate and unhappy with this new version of her, while she feels like she's the same. But in all actuality, come on. I understand where Lalo coming from. He's a dick, okay? I do not like him. And I didn't think their relationship was going to last that long because of how it was when they did their little ceremony and all of that shit. Like, I feel like he was just trying to bullshit his way into not making a full commitment to her. Like, people want to redefine it because they don't feel like the redefinition is the actual commitment. Please don't believe for a second that all this reinventing of being together like a married couple is some, inventive shit. It's not, okay? It's niggas and females trying to mind trick themselves into doing the same thing that people who are legally married are doing, but convincing themselves that it's not. Like, okay, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call it, all right? So either way, I just never really was into Lalo, but I was not remiss by any of his comments. I mean, I understood where he was coming from. I understand where she's coming from. And that's why I think that this really might end in them breaking up, because if they're in two different places, if they're going down two different roads, he's not the type of person to bend to her will. He is really misogynistic, and it's kind of annoying. Like, I feel like he's low-key jealous of the fact that she's doing well and stepping out on her own and not only being an extension of him. If she was being an extension of him, then I think everything would be okay. When he was on reality shows tattooing and shit and doing all of this stuff, it was all good. But now that she's doing it, it's an issue. And that just makes me feel like he just doesn't like the fact that she's hogging the spotlight. But yeah, moving along. Sky tells C's about what's going on with Genesis and how they've made up and how happy she is, but then how worried she is about Dez and who the hell he's been living with and hanging around. And they both don't believe that he's telling the whole story, because that shit don't just happen. Like, how could you not know what's going on if it's serious enough for some niggas to start shooting through your door? Like, that's some serious shit. That don't just happen. So she asks C's to help, and he says that he will. Maybe she should convince Des to stay down here in New York, well, up here in New York for a while and not go back to Texas right away, so that, maybe he could have a shot of getting his shit together if he don't have to go back in those same surroundings, and he can be somewhere new where he can catch his footing. And I understand that. So he said he gonna talk to him. So, y'all, they decide to throw a party. And Tokyo has the Toki Toki has the idea to do like the paint party with the glow in the dark paint and all of that, and they can just, you know, do like a paint party where people come and drink and paint on titties and shit like that. And you know, they down for that. So Tati asked, well, who's invited? Is Donna invited? Can she come? And Caesar's like, why the fuck you asking me about Donna? That bitch don't work here no more, bro. Like, I'm tired of people coming up in this shop, working for me, and then telling me how the fuck to run my shop. So no, that bitch is not invited. No, all right? And everybody was like, oh Lord, I guess we don't need to ask him about Donna. I'm like, child, I wish y'all fucking wouldn't, because she works on my nerves too. Anyway, okay, after this conversation dies down, some girl comes walking into the shop. She introduces herself as Signature, and she says she wants to talk to C's about marketing and branding. And Kid is like, oh, honey, that's me, baby, that's me. I'm the branding, I'm the marketing. How you doing? I'm Miss Kitty. And she's like, oh, okay, that's cool, but I want to talk to C. See, I have a business plan for him. And she was like, well, you need to be talking to me. And she's like, well, I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna talk to him first. And I was like, oh, she don't give a fuck. She says that he needs to be putting his merchandise on Amazon, okay? You got basketball players, football players, students, you got everybody. So you need to have something for everybody so they can get something. You know, I see your little merchandise, that's cool and shit, but you need to put that on Amazon and have that shit popping so you can get every dollar, GED. And then everybody busts out laughing and shit, and Kid is getting upset because she thinks that means they like it, but really everybody thinks the girl is a joke. I mean, she came in there with a jean jacket and some jeans on, with her hair in a messy bun, looking like a fucking teenager, talking about she got a marketing and business and you know, branding plan. Like, bitch, hit me up via email. Like, don't roll up on me looking extra regular, degular, schmegular girl from the Bronx on some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how she looked right fast. Okay, I'm from Harlem. I know where they are, but you know, that's just what I felt like saying at the moment. However, I ain't like the way she was coming at Kitty. I ain't like the way she was coming at Kitty. She was like, you know, Miss Key got a problem with the fact that you trying to listen to me, because Kitty was like, he ain't got time for that. She was like, you got time for me, huh? Tell Miss Key you got time for me. And she was like, honey, my name is Miss Kitty. She said, oh, Kitty, that mean pussy. And everybody was like, oh. And I'm like, yeah, that mean pussy. Get some. What's your point? Then she turns to C's and says her name is Signature, and you can't get nothing without a signature, okay? So get with her. And she said, you know what, I got something for you. And she take his phone and she put her number in it, and she was real sexual about it. And it's like, yeah, you selling that kitty cat, selling that puss, huh? What you doing, girl? You was being way too sexual. What happened to the marketing and the branding, girl? You look like you trying to, you know, sucking and fucking. Like, that's what that look like, you know, you was coming in here for. What is that about? You look suspect. We don't trust you. How you don't know who Kid is? You know you've been watching this show for the past couple of seasons. That's why you rolled up in here like this. When she get up and walk out, Kid is pissed off. So she tell him he think he gonna keep trying to play with her. But you know what? She ain't playing today. So she leave too. And I'm like, oh Lord, Kid, you so fucking dramatic. So Donna and Alex go to this new spot that she's renting out that's costing her a couple of $1,000. Also, she can try to prove some point. And she's hoping that Alex will come along with her and boycott Black Ink. But he done told her time and time again that he has a job to retain. He is not doing that shit, okay? And he's hoping that he can convince her to go and apologize and talk to C's, because Black Ink means so much to her and everything that she's been through. And she has been so loyal, and she shouldn't just, you know, leave and let them erase her out of the history of Black Ink and all of this shit. I'm like, look, this shit gonna be on DVD or streaming somewhere, okay? Eventually, all right, it's gonna be streaming on VH1. You ain't gonna never be able to delete this bullshit that didn't happen on Viacom, all right? No, you're not. However, she's not really feeling that. She said she ain't really trying to do that right now. So her little Ursula from Set It Off looking client comes in and wants to get a flower tattooed on the back of her leg. It was a nice little stencil, little flower or whatever, you know, one-dimensional, so to speak. I mean, look, I ain't trying to play y'all. I'm trying to be honest with y'all because I like tattoos. I look at tattoos, and her tattoo still need work. Her shading still need work. That tattoo was not as colorful as it could have been. That lady had red ink on her leg right below the tattoo that Donna did that was very vibrant on her leg, which made me believe that the colors that I saw on that tattoo were not done that well, especially since she had just done it. So being as though she just done it, it shouldn't have been as faded as it looked. It looked dark and it looked faded, but The actual stencil, the drawing was nice. I could see what it was. It wasn't any black blocks anywhere. Her line work is still kind of, shaky, all the little dots. It wasn't that consistent. But all in all, it was a good tattoo for Donna. It was a good tattoo. If I saw it on somebody, I wouldn't be like, oh, that looks shitty. Like, I would look in close and be like, okay, that's somebody that's just starting out. You know what I mean? But it wasn't a terrible tattoo, and it's much better than some of the things she's done in the past. So good job, Donna. I'm glad at least that you, continuing to stick with this and you trying to get better. I appreciate that, girl, even though you work on my nerves and all of that. But go ahead and continue to try to be great, girl. You do that. Des comes to the shop, and him and C's have this conversation. And C's tells him, look, bro, okay, I know what these streets is about, and you don't need to be in them. And I know you ain't fully sharing everything right now, but won't you come and, work over here at the shop and let me keep an eye on you, tell me whatever you want to do with your life, and I'll try to help you. Now, Daz don't know what he want to do, but he know he don't want to go back to Texas and possibly get murdered in that apartment just like his partner. So you know what? He going to go ahead and stay here and work with C's and appreciate the family that they've created amongst themselves. That's Unc. All right. And I'm here for it, y'all. I'm here for it. Dez is a nice looking, mild-mannered, sweet young man. And I really, at least that's how it appears. And I really hope that he doesn't get in any trouble and he's able to find his way and be successful and make his mamas proud of him. And I see that, and I'm also glad that Genesis has gotten whatever therapy that them people helped him get. Because that boy looked like somebody lifted a weight off his shoulders. For him to be the one being a sounding board for his little brother like he was supposed to be from the beginning, after how angry we saw him in previous episodes throughout the past year or so, I am so happy for Sky. I'm happy for her kids. I'm glad that they in a better place after everything that happened. This has been an incredible ordeal with all of their business being out there, the stuff that the daddy was saying, their relationship with Sky within itself, how this must be with the stepmom. It's just a lot going on. So for them to be okay and be seemingly, better emotionally, I'm happy for them. I really, really am. So y'all, we painting titties at the paint party, all right? Painting titties everywhere. Titties are flopping and getting painted, and it's a whole bunch of freak nasty shit going on in the dark. C's comes in, we making money, it's impressive, everybody having a good time, and then he starts to paint some titties. Then magically those titties are completely painted, and then here comes Dez. Dez comes in and C's introduces him to everybody and says that he's going to be working in the shop. Walt is like, yeah, we need a little errand boy to go and pick up the weed for us and everything. He didn't say that. C's asks where Sky is, and he says that, she's in Miami taking care of some business. And he's like, in Miami taking care of some business? The fuck? Well, you know what, bruh? Since, she left you here by yourself after you just told her that you out here fearing for your life and shit. I'm going to go ahead and let you sleep on my sofa, all right? I just got 2 rules. Clean up after yourself because I'm clean. And don't fuck with my bitches. That's about it. Don't fuck with my Mr. Nasty time. So everybody is having a good time, running around, putting paint on one another. It looks fun. And then here come Alex and Donna wrecking the fucking mood. Donna comes in spandex, showing it all to everybody. Alex comes in like a doorman, okay? Like a security guard that ain't securing shit, okay? And Donna says, hey, C's, can you come outside and talk to me right quick? And he said, nah, Donna, I don't want to come outside and talk to you, bro. And I think it's because he wanted that apology to be in front of everybody since she didn't mind talking to him like she was fucking crazy in front of everybody. So if you want to apologize, bitch, do it in front of everybody. Instead of doing that, she decided to say, you know what, C's, if you're not going to go outside and talk to me, then that means you're not showing me the respect I deserve as somebody that's been here loyal for 5 years. Do y'all see how he will do you? I've been here for 5 years, and y'all see how he do me? He'll do y'all the same way. And I'm like, bitch, it been like that. Donna, what is you talking about? You are the oldest standing tattoo artist, and that is sad considering all the tattoo artists that have been there over the years, okay? That means that you've been there the longest, and everybody before you, and there were a whole bunch of them before you, are gone now. So if that's the case, that means he's fired, or all of these other people have either left or been fired, and we know a lot of that has been because of shit that went down between them and C's. If they're not that no more, it's either some shit between them and Sky, or there's some shit between them and C's, or now newly some shit between them and Teddy. So I just personally feel like, bitch, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Like, everybody keeps saying if this was any other job where you had to fill out any type of federal paperwork, nobody would allow you to be telling them what the fuck to do in their business. And he finally said enough is enough, and fuck your emotions and fuck your feelings. And if you ain't gonna come at me right, fuck all of that. Like, this is my business. It's what I want. And that's how it is. You ain't gonna keep coming in here telling me what the fuck to do. Y'all ain't gonna keep playing with me. C's was really on one, but then every time they put the camera to his face, he was looking like he wanted to laugh. I was like, y'all niggas play too much, okay? Y'all ain't really fighting. Y'all gonna forgive Dinah, and that bitch gonna be back in the shop soon enough. Dinah left. Kit screams out after Dinah leaves that he could have heard her out. And C's was like, didn't nobody ask you to say nothing, bitch? You know what? Since y'all bitches over there in the corner kept calling everybody bitches, that's what they do. That's what I'm talking about, okay? Oh, disrespectful ass. Okay, look, I'm just saying. Like, why we gotta be bitches like that? Like, I get it, but why we gotta be bitches like that? But whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even if we are bitches, don't be calling us bitches. It ain't get like that. You ain't have to call Kid a bitch. I can understand if you call Dinah a bitch, because she is a bitch. But you ain't have to call Kid a bitch like that. But, Kid, shut the fuck up. Ain't nobody asked you to say nothing, bitch. All right, y'all always want to come to Dinah's defense, and that's why she don't never learn from none of these terrible fucking life mistakes she be making, all right? That's why she don't never learn. I can't call it a lesson, bitch ain't learned nothing. You know why? Because everybody wants to buck up for her and feel sorry for her and run to have her back even when she wrong. And right now, she fucking wrong. She is wrong. She don't get to dictate who work in that shop just because she fucking Jada. Like, that don't work like that. That don't work like that at all. So she left. Kit, I'm talking about, she walked out because she said she ain't got to take that shit. She didn't fought so hard. She didn't fought all her life. All my life I had to fight. I had to fight my daddy. I had to fight my uncles. To fight my brothers. A girl child ain't safe in a family full of men. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to do it. I had to go into Sophia, y'all, because that's how she was outside. That bitch was outside getting heated as the fuck because the little signature girl walked past her. Good evening, ladies, and walked right into the shop with some liquor, talking about, yeah, not that cheap shit, C's, okay? And we gonna take Black Ink to the next level. And this nigga just looking at her like, bitch, you think I don't have enough money to pay people to take me to the next level? I need somebody coming up in here in JCPenney jeans to take me to the next level, bitch. Word, okay. But he's really wondering what that mouth do. And if he can get that mouth out of her in exchange for her thinking she gonna get some type of job, but then really just fucking her and tossing her to the side because he's learned since the Duchess situation not to fuck nobody that's gonna be on his right side like that. Especially no bitch that's this crazy and this bold. Kid'll calm the fuck down. She'll go sit down somewhere. This bitch don't look like that type. Kit couldn't take the shit no more, so she rolled in the shop like a bad girl and shit. Okay? And actually got a few licks in. Just started throwing them hands and actually got a few licks in. I was like, all right, sis. Good looking. Look at you. Look at you fighting like a champ. All right. Ooh, that little girl couldn't fight. She was a whole bunch of mouth in no action. Anyway, y'all, I enjoyed it. I hope y'all enjoyed the review. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Check out my merchandise, y'all. I added the Go to Bed tees. Okay, you can purchase them. They should be down below under the video, and I'll also be adding all right to that and some other things that I say that I know y'all like. You know what I'm saying? Be like my bonbon on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Hella sweet. So, yeah, y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.